What's going on, guys? It's Vintage Brian here, and we're back to do yet another review. And this time, it's on the Air Jordan 1 Lucky Green. Okay, so there's a quick little backstory as to what's going on with this release. This pair was originally released back in 2009 as part of the Defining Moments pack. Now, the Defining Moments is a tribute to Michael Jordan and, well, his his defining moments. Now, when this shoe originally released, it released alongside a Bread 1 colorway. And the importance of this overall pack was to shed light on the game where Michael Jordan scored 63 points against the Celtics in the 1986 playoffs. This was, of course, the series that made Larry Bird say,
"That wasn't Michael Jordan out there. It was God disguised as Michael Jordan."
now, whether you believe he's a god or not, it doesn't change the fact that this shoe releases this Saturday, April 15th, for a retail price of $180. And I personally think that it's going to be an easy cop for those of you who want it. Finish Line gave exclusive access yesterday, and they gave me exclusive access, and I think 3 hours after I got exclusive access, I was able to get two pairs pre-ordered for the release on Saturday. Now, typically that doesn't happen. They usually sell out instantly, so if that's any indication as to how these are going to sell, I would say that these are going to sit on shelves just a little bit, probably not going to be past this weekend. However, it will make it easier for you to get your own pair. Now, as for this release, when it comes to the materials, these are mid. I mean, really, they just don't do anything very crazy on this shoe. When I looked at photos of this shoe, I personally was not anticipating even picking up this release. I mentioned in my last video, which was the Jordan 1 collection video, that I may have picked these up. And the only reason I actually picked these up was because Nike gave me exclusive access to get this shoe early, which allowed me to do this review for you guys. Now, seeing the materials in hand, I thought that this shoe's materials were going to be terrible, and they're not terrible, but they're just nothing special. Now, just looking at the shoe up close, like I said, nothing really special here. Tumbled leather would have made this shoe a little nicer, or just some more plush leather, but can't really complain. Um, it's Jordan Brand. We know what to expect with Jordan Brand. Realistically, this is pretty much just a basic Air Jordan 1 with some green on it. There's really not much else to say on that department because they don't really do anything crazy with the materials on the shoe. Now, as for the leather quality, like I said, nothing really special going on here. Not really soft to the touch. At the end of the day, we all know they're going to crease, so not much to say on the materials. But they do give you a second set of laces, which is nice to kind of be able to wear the shoe a little differently with either black or green laces. I think I prefer the black, but that's just my overall opinion. Now, compared to the 2009 release, I've never actually had the 2009 release of this shoe, so I'm really just speaking out of experience from what I've seen on the internet. But they have made a couple of changes to this shoe, very quick and subtle ones. I believe that this is just a little bit taller, like almost not even noticeable, because they've changed just a little bit of the structure of the shoe since 2009. But other than that, the biggest changes that come from the shoe, with the tongue on this shoe, they put the Nike Air tag that's more traditional to what Jordan 1s actually released with. Back in 2009, they actually had a Jumpman Jordan logo on here, which I actually prefer the Nike Air. I think when you have this shoe on your foot, people know what it is. Whether you're a sneakerhead or not, this is an iconic shoe, so you don't really need a Jumpman logo to tell you that this is a Jordan 1. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know you didn't make it this far into the video without liking and subscribing. Nah, let me go ahead and give you a second to do that. You did it? I bet. Let's get back into the video. But other than that, the only other change that they made was that they also took the Jordan logo off the heel, which for the same reason I said it on the tongue, I agree it shouldn't be on the back heel. I think this colorway, actually, the green speaks for itself, so there's no need to put the Jordan logo back here, and I like those two changes that they made. Now, I like this shade of green. I think that the shade of green on this shoe is really nice. With the black toe colorway, this is kind of a shoe that you can wear a little more easily. But this isn't the first Jordan to sport the lucky green colorway, because earlier this year we got the Air Jordan 2 Lucky Green. Now, I copped these when I was out in LA, so I actually briefly mentioned them in my LA video. If you haven't seen that, you can go ahead and check that one out. This wasn't the only shoe I copped out there, but this was an impressive shoe. I don't really have that many Air Jordan 2s in the collection, so when I saw this one, I thought it was something different. I like the kind of off-white midsole that they gave this shoe, so I picked this one up, and now I have the Air Jordan 1 Lucky Green to go with it. Now, on foot, it's a Jordan 1. I mean, there's really not many ways to go ahead and mess that up. It's your black toe colorway, but with green at the end. They look good on foot, whether you wear the black or green laces, but there's not much else going on here. Now, as for my opinions on this shoe, this is pretty much copy and paste. I mean, I have a bunch of different shoes in my collection for Jordan 1s that have this color blocking. This time it's just with green on it. And it's a nice green. I like this green. I don't care for the original 2009 Celtics. So to me, the problem with this shoe is that they really didn't change anything up besides the Nike Air logos. And for some people, it usually upsets them when they make changes like that. I just think in this case, it would have been nice for them to give us like some kind of other material here, some nubuck or a suede, just something to kind of make this shoe stand out a little more. And with all those things in mind, I think if I had to rate the shoe, I would probably rate it a 7 out of 10. I think they played it a little too safe with this colorway. I think that they could have killed it if they at least changed up the materials and given us some really nice materials. It is a re-release, and I mean, we know what to expect of Jordan Brand at this point, but if you've had other Air Jordan 1s and you don't have a green colorway, there's nothing wrong with getting this shoe. It's just, to me, for having 37 now, 37 pairs of Air Jordan 1s, this one just doesn't do anything special to make me really love this shoe. Now, putting these against other green Air Jordan 1s, I would say that this is my favorite green Jordan 1 colorway. Black toe colorways are just nice and simple, so they do tend to age well, and I think this shoe is going to do the same. Material-wise, I think the Air Jordan 1 Pine Green knocks it out of the park, and this doesn't even compare. But I think that, my overall preference, this is a better colorway. I just think they didn't apply the materials they should have with this shoe, which sucks, but at the end of the day, it is a Jordan 1, and it's just right down the middle when it comes to what Jordan Brand gives us. Like I said, just nothing really special going on with this pair. But guys, this has been my review of the Air Jordan 1 Lucky Green. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of this shoe. Are you going to go for these on Saturday? And do you prefer the green or the black laces? This is Vintage Brian, and I'll catch you on the next video.